All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Talk Rockets episode number 35 here. It's Monday, July 10th. Happy Monday. Hope you guys all had a great weekend here. Unfortunately, Jabari Smith Jr. and Tari Eason look to be done for the Rockets Summer League. I believe we play tomorrow night and then Wednesday. We'll get a quick fact check on that. But yeah, it doesn't look like Jabari and Tari will be playing. I was starting to get a little bit excited yesterday because I was thinking, oh man, imagine if they let him run out there and, you just try and get more winning experience, win a summer league championship. Jabari wants that summer league championship. He figured an MVP trophy would also be there if they were to win the summer league championship. And I was getting excited, ooh, yeah, like these guys, like Jabari and Tari should be nowhere near the summer league right now, and unfortunately looks like they're done. So it's going to be the Cam Whitmore show. Jeez, sorry about that. Oh my goodness, it's a little loud. As always, welcome back to Houston Rockets Daily. Sorry we're a little bit late here. I'm telling you guys, once the clock hits like 3 o'clock, I'm just so done with the day. But be sure to hit the like button, hit that sub button for daily Rockets content. Guys, we're like 2 listens away from 50 total on streaming platforms. So as always, these are available on Spotify, Apple. The link's always down below, or just type in Let's Talk Rockets if you want to listen to it if you miss an episode. So yeah, we're at 48 total plays, which is kind of exciting here. And as always, man, you guys keep blessing these live streams. I love it. So interactive. So yeah, not too much going on today. What's up, Al Comedy? What's up, Rocket News? Marco, Willie H-Town in the chat. We got a bunch of cats out here. We're going to talk about a couple of things and just kind of, mention Tari Eason and Jabari and their stats. I'm going to probably make a whole video on what we learned from Jabari Smith Jr. and Tari Eason, as opposed to like last season, some stuff they look good in, maybe some room for improvement, that type of stuff. We'll probably make that in a long video, and I'll probably post that first on streaming platforms, and then we'll do it as a video. So stay tuned for that in the next couple of days. But so we got Marco asking here, so are they done playing? Yeah. Willie H-Town, that's a shame because I really wanted to see them play OKC. Yeah, so the Rockets' next game is tomorrow against OKC at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. It's on NBA TV. It's not going to be on national coverage, national TV, so keep that in mind for viewing. But yeah, dude, it sucks, because Amin Thompson is out. He missed yesterday's game, and Jabari and Tari are done. And, we don't have – what's up, Jorge? What's up, Shade? We don't have people like Ty Washington Jr. and Usman Garuba and, like, fuck, dude, our Summer League lineup last year was absolutely loaded. But, we're missing, like, those, like, kind of fringe role players that are young for us that no longer on our team, like KJ Martin Jr., et cetera, et cetera. Like, I'll be keeping my eye on still of J Huff. I just learned J Huff's 7'1" today. I didn't know he was that tall. I knew he was tall. I knew he was he's a big man. I knew J Huff was tall, but I did not know he was 7'1". And I am going to be noticing. I'm going to be watching him in the next 2 games because I wouldn't be surprised, and I would actually love if we snagged him on a 2-way contract once Summer League is over. Just a nice little camp body to have as well. So yeah, we got a tweet here, and for audio listeners, I'll let you guys know what's going on here. Here's the official tweet from Kelly Aiko that these 2 cats will be done for Summer League, which makes sense. Like I was saying at the beginning of the show, I would love it if we went for a run at the Summer League championship, just because it's just like a cool thing to do. If you've ever played like Summer League in 2K, once you get into the bracket form, it's actually kind of fun. If you like, what I would do is I would just like draft 10 rookies. I would like blow up my whole team and just draft like 10 rookies, force trades. Obviously I'd have like the 10 best prospects coming out of the class, throw them in the Summer League for a quick game and give it a run. But Yeah, second year forward Jabari Smith Jr. and Tari Eason likely done playing in summer league. Sources tell The Athletic Smith averaged 35.5 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists over his first 2 games. Tari Eason averaged 23 points, 9.5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Just absolutely insane. And we have this nice little underscored or under what it's not the punctuation undercase letters. Jeez. Guys, follow the Let's Talk Rockets Twitter if you want. The link is down below. I was tweeting the whole first half. I was tweeting pretty much everything. We went through it last night after the game. Cam Whitmore, I tweeted like right before the game that Cam Whitmore was going to go off. And first possession, throws it down. Second possession, throws it down. A couple possessions later, knocks down that 3. And, we'll dissect Cam Whitmore a little bit more when Summer League's done, or rather when he's done with Summer League, which will probably be at the end of however far Houston gets. But it's going to be the Cam Whitmore show from here on out. Darius Days is an interesting camp body to have. He's been with us. He's only 6'7", played at LSU for, I think it was all 4 years he played at LSU. But yeah, I wish we had a couple of more enticing, intriguing prospects just to make these next 2 games like, ooh, what do we have here? So should be interesting. I'm curious who we're going to get in OKC. I would imagine OKC's summer league lineup is also going to be, they're going to be doing the same thing we're doing here. But yesterday, the big 3, our summer league big 3, put up 85 combined points. Jabari Smith Jr., nowhere close to needing to be in the summer league. Same thing applies for Tari Eason. But I think it's cool to mention Jabari Smith Jr. turns 21 in almost a year. Like it's like 10 months from now, Jabari Smith Jr. will be 21. He was 19 pretty much the entire last season. We actually had a lineup. The Houston Rockets deployed the youngest lineup in NBA history, youngest starting lineup in NBA history last year against, I think it was either the Spurs or the Thunder. No, it was against the Bucks. We deployed the youngest starting lineup ever. The dude was 19 all of last season. And this is something I was talking about on my show today where, sometimes it's important to note. And I used like Max Christie as an example. We were talking Lakers. I used Max Christie as an example. Maxwell Lewis, like a current Lakers example. But the point is this, like Brandon Miller, Jabari Smith Jr. is younger than Brandon Miller. Right. Who's another good example of it? We were talking about this a couple of weeks ago. Oh, AJ Griffin. AJ Griffin is younger than Brandon Miller. But for the Rockets' sake, Jabari is younger than Brandon Miller. It's just something to keep in mind when these really young kids come into the league. So Jabari did have a rookie season, right, at 19. But to be more realistic about what we potentially have with Jabari this next year is going to be a better indicator. Obviously, having a year under his belt, but the dude was 19 last year. So the point of all of this is to keep that in mind with guys like Cam Whitmore, who just turned 19 a couple of days ago, right? Was it yesterday or was it Friday? Cam Whitmore turned 19 years old, July 8th. It was Saturday, turned 19. So as much as I would love to see Cam Whitmore have rotational minutes next season, if he does, like if he's making his shots, if he's making his 3-point shots and he's playing hard defensively and he's not making stupid mistakes and he's playing within the system, which we'll talk about in a second, then I still stand by my projection of Cam Whitmore probably seeing a Josh Christopher role. The difference is when Josh Christopher was a rookie for us a couple of years ago, we were the worst team in the NBA, and now we are no longer officially rebuilding. The rebuild is complete, and this is our core, and we're moving forward with it. But point is, Cam Whitmore is 19 years old, and evaluating his rookie year is, I wouldn't say worthless, but I think it's just really important to keep in mind when these really young kids come into the league right out of college, right out of the G League or whatever, they need some time. it's crazy. The older I get, how much I realize, like, Kevin and me are the same age. I think I'm technically older than Kevin Porter Jr. Let's see, Jalen Green's birthday. I guess you should probably know that. February 9th, 2002. Like, holy shit. But he's 21. He just turned 21 in February. Jalen Green's rookie season, he was 19. This past year, majority of this past season, he was only 20. So these kids are young, dude. They're extremely, extremely young. Yeah, this went super viral in Rocket Sphere. The clips of Jabari and Tari doing the post-game interview, and Jabari was just saying we're sick and tired of losing, and Steven Silas is smirking, talking to somebody in the background, just having a conversation, and it sucks. Silas catching all these strays because I've never met Steven Silas, but I'm sure he's like just the best guy in the world. Like, I'm sure he's just a great guy. I would love to ask Steven Silas for life advice. Like, I'd love to have, even though he's on the Pistons, I'd love to have I'd take 5 minutes with Steven Silas and just kind of ask him life advice. He seems very smart. So I wish Silas all the best, and being with Monty Williams, I think, is perfect. I actually am really excited about the Detroit Pistons next season, and I really enjoyed watching the Pistons last night. Jalen Duren is something uniquely special. The dude is a freak athlete who's only getting more of a freak athlete. Jaden Ivey, bucket, but this isn't a Pistons show, right? Karam, our Thunder fan, I think you guys could be in the plane. 100%. 100%. It's going to come down to defense. But you're right, man. Our offense might be overpowering enough, especially in transition. Run and gun. That was kind of our makeshift identity last season, was run and gun, which we did. We ran and we ganned. But not a great three-point shooting team and a horrible defensive team. And so we didn't pick up too many wins. And it all works out because Amen Thompson is a Houston Rocket. So you're already starting to feel the hype wear off just because he's not playing in the Summer League right now. So it's like, damn, sometimes I got to look, feel in my back pocket when I sit down and be like, oh, shit, it's Amen Thompson. And then you got Cam Whitmore. Cam Whitmore, I saw a comparison of like Carmelo Anthony the other day, and I don't think that's very fair quite yet to analyze Cam Whitmore and his uneagerness to pass because it's Summer League. And he probably wasn't, how many shots did he take? 16 shots last night. What did he take first game? I think Cam Whitmore took 25 shots in game one and then only 16 last night. Much better shooting, not only percentage, but just shot selection. One of his scouting tendencies heading into the draft was, I don't necessarily want to say selfish, but some Villanova fans would say selfish at times. Here's at the end of the day, man, Villanova basketball last year sucked. And we heard it coming out of the draft that I can't remember the new head coach of Villanova, but like apparently he wasn't hyping up Cam Whitmore, and he was saying he's like a selfish player sometimes, whatever. They called him, what is the nickname? Physical or I know it's like Salman Ali or some Rockets guy calls him this all the time. Medical condition, I think it is, was Cam Whitmore's nickname the last couple of games because, teams passed on him for his medical condition. I guess we still like kind of don't really know, but he's shy, I guess, whatever. But Cam Whitmore had some nice passes yesterday. And even though some of them, he only had one turnover, there were a couple of passes where it was like, ooh, that wasn't the right idea, or that wasn't the right decision. I see the idea, not the best decision. But, for a guy who just turned, he was 18 in his first Summer League game. This dude was 18 playing against NBA level players. I'm not going to look too much into his hesitation to pass because, he can get a bucket. And we know he can get a bucket. And that's what I want him to do in Summer League. I'll take however many times he passed the ball last night any day of the week. So we saw a lot of Jabari running the one. We saw a lot of Jabari, Tari, and Cam running it in transition. But I loved how much we saw Tari as well, just being, kind of the primary ball handler. We did see Trevor Hudgens play, I think, like 30 minutes last night. But we did see Jabari bring it up the court quite often. That's going to be a big thing for Jabari getting to that next step of his game, is being able to score off his own dribble, create for himself, create that separation. The good news is he's so long and lanky, he doesn't need to create much separation. So the tighter the handle, the better it looks, and the easier it's going to be to get high quality looks. But as we know, or as we're about to see here, when you have a point commander, a guy like Freddie Double V, who's going to get you 7 assists a game, and as a career, I'm going to assume probably 5 assists per game at least, because I know he was more of a bench player starting it off in his career. Got career 5.3 assists, which is a good number. But in his starting tenure with Toronto's career assist number is like basically 6.8, 6.7, basically rounded up, 6.5 to 7 assists per game. That's going to make it so much easier on not only, Jalen Green, who was, a big reason we want and need Freddie, but for guys like Jabari. Tari Eason has also been doing a great job at just creating for himself and getting downhill and just kind of outsmarting, outmuscling a lot of these guys. And, we know Tari Eason, he's a really freaking good basketball player. And I'm going to continue to spread the propaganda that Tari Eason is a star. I think he'll be a star in the NBA. I really hope it's with Houston, and I really hope it's not a case of like, okay, we have a really good player. Tari Eason's a really good player. Maybe in a couple of years, he's the starter or whatever. I hope we don't lose Tari Eason, because it's like, damn, this dude's a star. But we have to play Dylan Brooks. But these are good problems to have, and these are quite a ways away. So it's all good. What's up, Chris? Hope you're doing good, man. Who do we play on Thursday? Let's just double check. Thursday, 7 o'clock on ESPN against the Golden State Warriors. That's what I'm talking about. So then that's our last game on Thursday. And then Summer League ends on Friday. And then you have, I believe, until that Monday to do the Summer League Championship. So, yeah, we've been talking a lot about this so far since Summer League began, and even a little bit before, how it kind of just gets a little boring. Considering, Scoot's done, Ahmed's done, Vic's probably done, Jabari's done, Tari's done. I would imagine Keegan's done. Like, a lot of these second-year guys are done, and a lot of the young rookie studs are going to be done soon, if not already as well. So, yeah, it gets a little bit niche down here, and great time to be a Rockets fan. It really is. Once Summer League ends, though, it just gets a little bit boring. Football season will be right there before you know it. When's that Rockets preseason first game? So we can kind of we still got live Rocket basketball going on later this week, but October 10th. That's only 2 months away. That's 3 months away. Damn. Yeah. So is what it is. Tari's done with Summer League. Point guard. Hope the Rockets improve this year. Yeah, you bet. Kerm, if you got any Thunder intel, I would imagine Chet's done, right? I'm going to assume. Vic looks like he got shut down for Summer League. So, yeah, it's just kind of when you start to see it now. So, yeah, man, I mean, that's really it for today's Let's Talk Rockets. Just kind of wanted to talk Rockets. Not much of an agenda going on today. But as always, this episode will be live on Apple and Spotify. We're getting a couple plays each episode, which is nice. It's hard to start podcasts. We're 2 plays away from 50 listeners, and I'll be number 49. So we just need one more person to listen to the podcast. Links down below. But yeah, stay tuned for tomorrow. We'll do we'll talk Rockets here on Let's Talk Rockets on Houston Rockets Daily. Stay tuned. I mean, it's already 5 o'clock. I gotta go to the store. I gotta make a couple videos. Stay tuned on the next day for a just kind of what we learned from Jabari and Tari in the summer league, long form video / podcast. That's it. Appreciate y'all taking time out of your day to talk Rockets with me. And as always, hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily Rockets content. Peace.